Hey guys, what's going on? It's Brian here. And which is better, the Nintendo 3DS or the PSP2, and which one should you buy? Now, the 3DS has two LCD screens, one being by 800 by 400 and the other one being 320 by 240. Now, keep in mind the top screen is in 3D. Now, the PSP2 has an OLED screen that's 960 by 544. So the PSP2 screen is a tad bit larger than the 3DS screen. They both have touch screens. The PSP2 actually has one in the front and one in the back, while the 3DS just has one on the bottom. The 3DS actually has a camera, two on the outside, while the PSP2 actually does two. But instead of both having them on the front, one's on the back and one's on the front, obviously. Now they're both Wi-Fi compatible. You can play through friends online. The PSP2 actually has a GPS, while the 3DS has some sort of meme maker, which is pretty cool. You can make your own avatars. Now they both have internet browsers, which I'm pretty sure are both going to be pretty awful compared to the iPhone and the iPod Touch, but we'll see. And another cool thing that they both have are motion sensors. The 3DS has a motion and gyro sensor, while the PSP2 has an accelerometer, which is the same thing used in the PlayStation Move. Meaning, if say, for example, you're in Uncharted and you want to fire a sniper bullet, you don't use the analog to move up and down and move left to right while aiming. You actually move the whole PSP console, which is pretty cool to aim. It may get a tad bit annoying, but we'll see what happens. And pretty much now we're going to talk about the games. They're both backwards compatible. You can both, like I said, play them online and make friends and all that. The PSP2 actually has trophies, which is pretty cool because the PlayStation 3 has that and the Xbox really has that. And it's really cool because you can, the more games you play and the more achievements you get, the higher your score is, which is pretty cool, and it can be kind of competitive between friends. The 3DS really doesn't have anything like that now, but after a simple firmware patch, they could have something like that too. Now for the games, it really comes down to which games you like more. Nintendo has some very good exclusives, and Sony has some very good exclusives. So it's really up to you on what games you like more. That's pretty much the decision maker between the two consoles. They're both very good, but it just depends on what games you like. So the 3DS has Super Street Fighter, Nintendogs, Pokemon, Mario, Zelda, and Resident Evil may not be an exclusive, but as of now, it hasn't been announced for the PSP2, and that may make you want to buy it because Resident Evil is pretty awesome. Now the PSP2 has Killzone, Uncharted, Little Big Planet, Resistance, and they're probably going to have some common games. So it's really up to you. What exclusives do you like better? Do you like Killzone or do you like Mario? Do you like Little Big Planet or do you like Nintendogs? It's that sort of thing. In my opinion, I like the PSP2 a bit more because I own a PlayStation 3 and I've been playing Killzone, Uncharted, Little Big Planet, and Resistance, and I just love those games. Mario is good and all. Pokemon, I grew up with it, playing it on my Game Boy Color. But I feel I'm a bit old for that. Maybe if you're younger, you would probably like the 3DS. Or maybe if you're really old and you just want to play Sudoku on something, the 3DS might be good. Or if you're young and you want to play some shooting games on the go, the PSP2 is probably for you. Now, for the price and release date, this is probably another big reason you might want to buy the 3DS or the PSP2. The 3DS is coming out in March, and it's going to be priced at $250, which is not too bad considering the PSP Go is priced around the same price. It's actually lower than that now, but when it was first released, it was $250. The PSP2 doesn't even have a release date yet, but they did say it's going to be here by this holiday season. And as far as the price, they haven't given us that either, but my guess is it's going to be around the same price as the 3DS, being $250, and or maybe being a max of $300, and I can guarantee you they're not going to go over the $300 price tag because that's going to be more than the PS3 Slim. And why buy a PSP2 handheld when you can buy a real console for the same price? Maybe they can even go lower, but I really doubt that since the PSP Go was $250, they're probably not going to go lower than that. Now, hopefully it won't be $300 because Sony has been known for overpricing their products. Let's see, the PS3 and the Xbox, when they first came out, the PS3 was like $100 or $200 more than the Xbox, and I actually chose the Xbox over the PS3 because it was just way too expensive. And the PSP Go over the DSi was like a $100 difference or something like that. It was just crazy, and the PSP Go didn't do so well. So hopefully Sony has learned its lesson and looked back at its history, and the price is either the same or lower. Just guys, cross your fingers if you're wanting to get a PSP2. Now guys, what do you think of the PSP2 and the 3DS? Which is better? Which are you going to buy? Please tell me why in the comments below. I'll love to read what you guys have to say. Also guys, give the video a thumbs up. Let's try to break 150 likes on this video. And guys, follow me on Twitter for my latest news and content. And until next video, I'll catch you all later. Peace.